Hello guys, welcome back to Salesforce Anytime channel. After a long time, I've been working on something this long so that I can share with you some of new ideas that can help you save a tremendous amount of time performing some of the daily Salesforce admin or deployment actions you're doing. So today I'm going to talk about a topic which is a very old topic since I have been into this Salesforce ecosystem since more than a decade now. I've been seeing a trend like people are deploying the field level security to the higher orgs from their dev orgs. So they do it mostly manually, even though a lot of tools are there. For example, there is a Copilot tool, there is a Flossom, there is AutoRabbit, and there are some other tools as well for deploying field level securities. But what I have observed is most of the times, even in my current organization, even though we are using Copilot, there are some unwanted field level securities or even unwanted permissions from the profiles or permission sets are getting deployed if you are deploying using a tool. So that is the reason even in our organization right now everybody was performing it manually. So you have to go to each profile and select the object settings and go to the field level security for that given object. For example, here I have opened the field level security for account object, and then you would have to click on edit to edit this field level security, right? So this is the way normally you would do it, right? To set up it manually. So but this is time consuming actually. If you see, if you have lot of new fields created and you want to deploy it using a manual process, then it becomes a challenge, right? Because most of the times you are not going to deploy the field level security with the profiles from lower orgs, because you might have some unwanted dependencies in the lower orgs, right? So a profile might have some permissions that might also get deployed to higher orgs, which you don't want to do, right? So today I'm going to talk about how to deploy field level security without deploying any of its dependencies, so any of the unwanted permissions to the higher org. So you are going to select which field you want to deploy for the field level security, and only that field level security will be deployed to the next org, be it sandbox, be it QA, SIT, UAT box, or production org. So it will not deploy any other dependent profile settings, permissions, or even other field permissions for that matter. So this is going to be really helpful for you guys if you want to save a lot of time deploying the field level security, or manually, if you are manually setting up the field level security after the deployment as a post deployment step. So mostly we do it as post deployment steps, right? So here also we are going to do the post deployment step, but in an automated way. So before you actually deploy, before you deploy the field level security, you must deploy the field first. So if it's a custom field, make sure you have deployed the custom field first, and also make sure the profile, if it's a new profile or a new permission set, that is also deployed to the target org. So mostly this will be performed as a post deployment step, but in an automated way. So we'll not do it manually. So this is how you will save it. So today let's show you. So this is the section how you do it manually, but I want to show you it automatic way. So in order to do this automatically, I have to log in to PackMagix. So let me log in here. So I have opened this packmagix.com in window, and let me log in using OAuth 2.0, the most secure way. So I have this as my dev environment. So I'm actually using a production developer edition org. So you might use your developer org from which you want to deploy the field level securities to upper orgs. Click on allow to login. Okay, I'm logged into packmagix.com. So next thing we are going to do is go to the settings and connections to add our target org. Let me click on add new connection. Give it a name, maybe QA. In my case it's production, but in your case it may be sandbox. Since I'm using a developer edition org, and I'm going to click on validate org. Let me select another developer edition org here. Allow access. Okay, it has opened the packmagix.com again, and you can check the connections. It has two connections. Default is my dev org, and QA is my next org, which I just logged in. Now let me go to the I can actually go to field level security and verify the current field level security for account, the custom fields which I want to deploy the FLS for. So it will open up the current setup for this field. So that has opened the field level security for this field, and I just wanted to show you, I'm going to show you one of the profiles. Just selected it randomly, but I just pre-planned it. So this is the profile I wanted to show you. So you can see in this dev org we have read and edit permission for this profile, for this active custom field. And if you go and look at in our target org, it doesn't have the edit permission right now. So when I deploy the field level security, it must deploy the edit permission as well. So let's go back to PackMagix and let's open the FLS deploy. Let me type it here, FLS. This is the deploy FLS. So I can select a target org, which is the target org I want to deploy. So this is the QA default org, is the org which I logged into initially, and then I have account object. So now this is the field I want to. So you can actually select multiple fields, but I want to just show you, so I'll select only one for now, and then click get FLS perms. Okay, so it has got the permissions, and now you can see this is the profile for which I want to deploy. Any unwanted profile permission set you don't want to deploy, don't select it. So for example, the permission set here in my first developer org, which I am considering as dev, the source org, is not actually present in the target org, in the QA org. So if I select this and if I try to add it, and if I try to validate this into the target org, so it's going to tell me if everything looks good, if the field is there, and if the permission set or profile is there or not. So let me click on this. It's going to take a minute. Yeah, so now you can see, please make sure selected profiles are available in target org. So the permission set test support permission set is actually not available, so you must deploy this permission set before you're deploying the FLS. So essentially this will serve as a post deployment step. So let me remove this just to show you. I can now validate this again. Yep, so you can see successfully validated the fields in the target org, so which is a good thing. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to now start the deployment, deploy FLS. So it's going to take a minute to deploy it. Okay, so it took some time, but finally it successfully deployed all FLS in the target org. So you could see the success message here, and if you wanted to also download the details, if you got any errors also, you can actually click on this button, download deploy results, which is going to give you the detailed errors, whatever issues you got into the field level security deployments. So let me click on this. I can show you one of the logs. So let me open this directly. So I'm going to open this to LibreOffice, since I'm using Linux. So you can see it here. So you can see the number of permissions we deployed. So those many number of rows will be there in this CSV file. So you can see success message, which is true. That means this is successfully deployed. If you get any then error should be deployed in this column, and then you can see which permission is it for. So this is the profile, this is the field name, and these are the permissions you are deploying it. So this is very simple thing to do, and this is going to save you a ton of time. So maybe few hours of production deployments. If it's a very heavy production deployment, so it's going to save you at least more than an hour if you have bunch of field level security to be set up manually, going into each profile. So this is let me show you if this has been reflected or not. Let me go back here, let me refresh this. Okay, refresh the permission has been set up, so access, right? So that means our deployment was successful and it has updated in the target org, so which is my share with you. Hope you liked it and you're going to use it, and let me know if you have any feedbacks in the YouTube video comments area, or you can submit a feedback from the help section from the app itself. Thank you very much for watching this, and thanks for your time. Bye.